Right then, delighted to be joined first of all by Scott, sort of local Edinburgh whiskey enthusiast.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, lovely to have you here. We're also taking a bit of a step into the unknown with a whiskey that I've not tried before. Is it a new one to you? So this is a whiskey from the Pure Scot brand.
It is. I mean, I've tasted Bladnoch before.
Okay, yep.
I was aware of them when I had some indie bottles from Gordon MacPhail over the years.
Yeah.
And then when they kind of revamped and relaunched, I had the Samsara and things like that. But this is the first time I've ever seen this series, so excited to taste it and see what it's like.
Curious one. So this is owned, as you say, by the Bladnoch company, owned by a chap called David Pryor, who made his money in yoghurt, as you do, Australian gentleman.
Yeah.
So this is a blended Scotch whiskey, which features Bladnoch single malt. So you've got Bladnoch in there, probably other single malts from other regions of Scotland, as well as some grain whiskey as well. I think their kind of vision, their aim is to make whiskey kind of accessible to trendy young people and lose that sort of old man image. So
I would say we're trendy young people.
Yeah,
so
I'd say we're perfect to try this out.
Okay.
I think I'd say my expectations for this are probably pretty low. Bladnoch as a single malt is it one? You say you've tried a few times.
I wasn't blown away.
Okay.
When I had it, but I say the Samsara was probably the last one that I tried.
Sure.
It wasn't terrible.
Yeah.
But it didn't change my life.
Yeah, that's a phrase. If it changes your life, that's a great.
Always interesting I was quite happy to hear when they were coming back. Good to see that. Good to see that resurgence of Lowland distilleries as well.
Yeah, so, I think the last few years in Fife in particular, you've got likes of obviously Daft Mill and Kings Barnes, all these sorts of guys. So I think for a long time Lowlands were kind of maybe not disregarded, but they were definitely sort of the weakest region in Scotland.
Absolutely.
But yeah, this one, as we say, isn't a single malt. It is a blended Scotch. But yeah, so we crack it open and see what it's all about.
Let's give it a go.
There we go. Oh, it's very loose cork.
Thank you.
No problem at all. Right then, Scott. So this one, as we say, is Pure Scot brand, owned by the Bladnoch company. This is their signature, which I assume is their sort of, entry level kind of. This is what our brand. This is what our character is all about. Bottled at 40%. No age statement on it. With it being a blended Scotch, it's going to have, I'd assume, predominantly grain whiskey as opposed to malt whiskey in it. Is there anything jumping out to you? Colour, nose?
It's very light. It's very light. Again, you immediately know on the nose that's 40%. There's nothing spicy there. It's not attacking you. Relatively calm, but
yeah, it is quite mild. I'd say it is fairly light in colour. There's a kind of nice goldenness to it, which suggests that probably very little sherry cask, a European oak influence, probably fairly young as well, I'd imagine. But yeah, nothing off-putting, at least, on the nose. Which
pleasant. Yeah. Clean almost.
Yep.
Very clean.
Is that quite typical of the Bladnochs that you've tried before?
They were very sweet, but I would say clean, classic Lowland style.
Yep.
Easy going.
Fresh and
light, fresh,
and
floral. Very floral.
Yep.
But to be honest, there's not a great deal going on the nose.
No, I would agree. Should we give this a little try and see? Well, slange.
Slange.
I mean, for me, you get a short finish, and then there's that. It's gone before.
Falls off a cliff.
Well, off a cliff, absolutely.
It is quite an ethanol-y taste. Although at 40%, I think you can tell it is slightly younger. It's not as rounded, perhaps, as other whiskies I've had per se. It's not awful. It's not awful, but it's not remarkable.
It's remarkable in its unremarkability.
Do we know what this retails for?
I think it's probably about £30, I think, potentially. So I think it's a strong brand. And I think it's all about, the brand is all about being like free and exploring and having a good time.
What I would say in its defence, though, is that as an entry-level whiskey or as part of the range, it's absolutely fine. It's doing nothing wrong. It's doing what it perhaps should do as an entry-level. It's clean, it's light, it's easygoing. But there is a real sharpness to it that you perhaps wouldn't expect for the 40% ABV. And as you say, there is no real finish or explosion of flavour.
It's almost like it evaporates on my palate.
But that's to be expected. To be expected. But
yeah, I think, as you say, as an entry-level dram, I think for most people who struggle to get into whiskey, they struggle with that harshness and that burn and all that sort of thing. And this is very, very easy to drink. It's not really much flavour, not really much character, not really much to say about it. But it's, you're going to struggle to
over ice
throw it
or some
away.
soda. Stunning.
Yeah, I feel like you need to do something with it.
Which is fine, but that's at that price.
Yep.
This is what I think like blends like this and whiskey of this price is more designed for now, is that you're not perhaps meant to have it neat all the time. You can experiment with it, drink it in different ways. If you're wanting to reach out to people who don't drink whiskey, that's probably the way to do it. So.
Yeah. Absolutely. So for what it is, it's fine. But personally, I don't think I'll be rushing out to buy a bottle. Yeah. But oh well, good thing to try.
Good to taste it.
Yeah, absolutely. Cheers.
Perfect. Cheers.